Hello friends, I am Yashdeep and I am here to discuss about the topic nested classes interface and static nested classes and interface. Let us begin. First, what is nested class? A nested class is a class which is declared inside another class. Now, why do we need nested classes? We generally use inner classes or nested classes to logically group classes and interfaces in one place so that it can be more readable and maintainable. Additionally, it can access all the members of outer class including private data members and methods. A general syntax of nested class is firstly we declare class outer which is our outside class, then and class inner which is also called as our nested class. Now there are some of the basic questions that you should know, and they are: first, what are the two ways to create anonymous inner classes? The two ways to create anonymous inner classes are firstly with the help of class and second with the help of interface. Second, how to access the static nested classes. We can access the static nested classes by using an referencing object. Third, can we define an interface within the class? Yes, we can define it. Can we define a class within the interface? Yes, we can define this too. Now, let us discuss about the types of nested classes. What are the types of nested classes? There are two types of nested classes, static and non-static. The non-static nested classes are also known as inner classes. Now, non-static and static. These are the two types. Now, advantage of Java nested classes. There are some of the advantages of nested classes in Java, and they are: first, it can access all the members of outer class. Second, to develop more readable and maintainable code. Third, code optimization. It requires less code to write. Now, what is Java static nested class? As we have discussed the nested classes, now this is Java static nested class. A static class that is created inside a class is called static nested class in Java. It cannot access non-static data members and methods. It can be accessed by outer class name. It can access static data members of outer class, including private. Static nested classes cannot access the non-static data member or method. A general syntax of static nested classes: a class outer, then and class inner with the keyword static. Now this is our nested class and it's known as static nested class. Now let us discuss the Java static nested class with an example. Firstly, we declare a class test outer and having the data of integer type as static 30. Now we'll create an class inner which is a nested class, and we will define a function void message here with print data is plus data. Now we will declare a main function here, and in main we will make the object of this class with this test outer one dot inner. We are using this because the test outer one is our outside class and inner is our nested class, so we cannot access directly our inner class. We have to go through test outer class to access this. Now test outer one dot inner obj is our object name equals to new test outer one dot inner, and we will call obj.message. Now what will be the output of this? The output will be data is 30. In the above example, you don't need to create the object of outer class because nested class is static, and static properties, methods or classes can be accessed without object. Now we will look over the another topic, Java nested interface. An interface that is declared within another interface or class is known as nested interface. The nested interfaces are used to group related interfaces so that they can be easy to maintain. The nested interface must be referred by the outer interface or class. It can't be accessed directly. Now, some of the points you should remember. First, nested interface must be public if it is declared inside the interface, but it can have any access modifier if declared inside the class. Second, nested interfaces are declared static implicitly. Now let us look over the syntax of nested interface which is declared within the interface. First, we will declare an interface with any name as we want, as I declared here with it interface name, and another interface inside it with the name nested interface name. So this interface is a nested interface within the interface. Second syntax is of the nested interface which is declared within the class. Here we declare any class as class with any name as we want and declare an interface inside it This interface is our nested interface within the class. Now here is an example of nested interface which is declared within the interface. Here we will create an interface showable having the method void show and an interface message having the method void message. Now with the help of class test we will implement showable.message. Why we are doing so? Because message is the nested interface of showable and we can't directly access that. Now we will create public void message having the method system.out.println hello nested interface. Here we will create a main function in which showable.message obj equals to new test. Here obj is our object, and why it is here upcasting, as we are creating the object with respect to a class test which will hold the return of the message from the interface. So now with the help of message.message we will get our output. So our output will be hello nested interface. Now let us look over the static nested interface. The static nested interface is same as our nested interfaces. So here are some of the points. First, nested interfaces are implicitly static regardless of where they are declared. And second, nested interface declared inside another interface is implicitly public. Okay, so thank you guys for watching my video. If you have any queries, go to the comment section. I will answer them all. Thank you so much.